Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Save Up Saturday episode of LCF Lifestyle Talk with yours truly, your diet doctora, Dr. Josephine Grace Rohotan. And today, dahil Save Up Saturday ngayon and we are in Japan, ang pag-uusapan natin is part 2 of our LCF Save Up Tips for Japan. So lahat ng pwedeng tips when it comes to traveling, going to Japan, and at the same time, staying low carb. So this will just going to be quick. But of course, we will run through the basics. So number one, of course, book your flights ahead. If you will book your flight, better if makakita kayo ng seat sale. If wala naman, meron namang mga economy airlines. So usually, if mawawala yung insurance, mawawala yung meals, and mawawala yung seat selector, usually you will end up with just the basic fare. So always book your flight ahead. Plan your year ahead kung kaya. Number two, of course, book your hotel ahead din. If it's closer to the date that you are going to travel, it is expected na meron itong surcharge. You can also compare yung iba't ibang apps kung pwede nga lang iba't ibang account because some accounts may actually offer more discount as compared to other accounts. So it's better to already book there. Hindi na ganon kamahal yung Japan. In fact, we have hotels na just around 2,000 to 2,500 pesos per night lang. And it's already a good accommodation in a good location. And when it comes to booking hotel, since naka low carb and fasting tayo, no need for breakfast then. If you add yung breakfast, sobrang taas yung imamahal ng inyong hotel. But if you will not book a breakfast meal, then it would be a lot cheaper. You can plan your breakfast maybe on a later time, have it on your meal na it is a little cheaper than the ones add on to hotel. But I think it's also good to experience, especially if it's your first time to other countries, to also experience their breakfast buffet. Iba din yung experience nun. But of course, na nakita natin, sobrang dami ng nasa breakfast buffet are actually just carbs. And for me, you might not actually get your money's worth. If you want, you can also go to groceries. At least yung nakikita mo doon are the food that you can really see na it's really low carb and you are getting the price of the local, hindi yung mga tourist price. And number one, two, three, number four. So when it comes to transportation in Japan for tourists, meron silang JR Pass or this is what you call the Japan Rail Pass. So yan, this is quite expensive if hindi mo siya susulitin. But if you will really roam around, like for us, from Tokyo, nakapunta kami ng Shizuoka, Osaka, Kyoto, Fukuoka, Hiroshima. So those things, we were actually able to go ng unlimited pass na. If only we have time, we could have gone through Hokkaido para malibot namin ang buong Japan. Kaya lang, time is of the essence at hindi na siya na-accommodate ng aming schedule. But if you have a JR pass, so it's an unlimited pass na wala ka nang iisipin in at think mga 80 to 90% of the major na mga trains, and the trains that are included in JR Pass is the Shinkansen train or the bullet train, and I think it's something na hindi talaga dapat palagpasin if you are going to Japan, especially for like us na first timers. It's a different experience and that's why JR Pass is important. However, merong mga stations and merong mga lines na hindi covered ng JR Pass. That's why it's also important for you to get your Suica or Pasmo card. So, the rest of the other lines na hindi covered ng JR Pass, usually covered in those. So, this one is reloadable in any station, in any bus stops, at kahit sa ang mga 7-Eleven stores, which are all over Japan. Kahit saan, meron lang. It's very convenient. So I would like to thank our friend Chloe for getting us these. Bago pa kami dumating, meron na kami ganito. So you can also buy this ones. And pwede pa itong gamitin the next time you come around. At least daw, lagyan lang ito ng 500 yen na the balance. So that's about 210, 220 pesos. And you can already have your Pasmo card forever. Kasi parang hindi naman daw siya nag-expire or sobrang tagal pa. Parang walang explanation. So yun, these are the essentials when it comes to your pagko-commute niyo or transportation here in Japan. So, next one would be internet, of course, especially sa mga merong online work. So, if you need stable internet talaga na 24/7, for example, you might want to have more than just one, hindi lang yung isang source of internet. Of course, yung mga hotels dito, they have good internet. Even the airports, the stations, usually meron silang stable internet connection. But if you need like emergency or meron kailangan talagang online, especially when you're on a tour, naglalakad kayo, and it's just good. So for me, I will always have my phone with mobile data ready, and also we also got a pocket Wi-Fi, and pocket Wi-Fi naman is available for rental and for sharing, especially if you are traveling in groups, so that can save up. But of course, meron itong limit when it comes to the amount of data na kaya in a day. So, kailangan pang mag-reset in the middle of the night, by 12 midnight, para makuha nyo yung inyong kailangang data for that day. So, that's why if sobrang essential yung internet para sa inyo, have at least 2 backup. So, have a pocket Wi-Fi and have also available data in your own phone, or pwede kayong bumili ng SIM card na just prepaid for you to reload it. But for me, what I just use is the roaming of my phone for convenience and easy use. And of course, for when it comes to your hotel, meron usually free coffee and tea na dyan. 24 hours sa baba, merong free ice, merong free water, so you can just take them. And for outdoor naman, usually inside your room, meron niyang mga available na, nasa na yon? Merong available na free na instant coffee and instant tea. So eto, these are green tea powders, and these ones are instant coffee. So, since we were two, so this one usually is our cold water. So, this is for the green tea, cold green tea. And this one naman, since I always want to have something warm, especially habang naglalakad. So, this is warm water, and yan, lalagyan natin ng coffee. So, para wala nang kailangang gastos, because even mineral water will be about 50 pesos yung isang mineral water dito. So, better to save up by bringing your own from the hotel para wala nang gastos, di ba? So, just stir it a little at meron ka ng warm coffee and cold tea. This is warm coffee and this is cold tea. But sometimes, ang pinaka-common namin na ginagawa is cold coffee. So, meron silang brewed coffee usually na available, and we just put a lot of ice in it. So, yan yung mga major na mga travel tips when it comes to Japan. And now, when it comes to going out of your hotel, tapos na tayo? You make sure na you plan your day before going out of your hotel. Kasi if you won't plan your day ahead, baka maligaw kayo, and when that happens, you will not only lose money if ever you need to ride a taxi kasi nagmamadali na kayo, you will also lose time, and time is very, very important. So it's good if you plan your day before going out of your hotel. At least you try to learn yung metro station or yung bus stops para paglabas ninyo, dire-diretso na. Wala nang mga segue, wala nang mga U-turns, wala nang mga wrong turns. Diretso na, and you can save up money, you can save up time, and you can enjoy the day. And of course, when you eat, since wala tayong breakfast in our hotel, you can do either OMAD or TMAD. So 1 meal a day or 2 meals a day. Usually, we do just 1 meal a day with some light snacks, or merong mga kung ano-ano lang whenever we're traveling, especially in Shinkansen, 1 to 2 hours yung travel. So it's just nice to have something in handy, and that's why you can go to convenience stores. Meron ditong 7-Eleven, merong Lawson, Family Mart, at maraming local convenience store din here in Japan. And the easiest one to go to there are nuts. So maraming nuts na available dyan. There are also other low-carb options. If you saw our stories, marami akong na-post doon ng mga low-carb options. And one of those, nasa na yung aking paboritong nakita dito, would be this one. Nasa na? Eto, merong isa dito. Macadamia chocolate nuts, and meron itong low carb. Yan, naka low carb. 6.5 grams for the whole pack. And this one is kiamoy. If you are eating kiamoy, so seedless dried plums, 3.8 grams for the whole thing. And asan pa dito? Where is my favorite? Ito yung paborito ko. Crunchy ume plums with no artificial. So 1.8 grams lang for the whole thing. So this one are pickled plums. So asin, meron na siyang 2.4 grams of salt. So yung salt need ko in a day, parang kuhang-kuha na, which is this one. So those are just samples of the low carb snacks. Kung gusto nyo kumain or magdala ng low carb snacks in handy. And of course, para masustain yung OMAD or TMAD, choose low carb. Kasi kung hindi low carb yung inyong kakainin, mahirap mag-OMAD or TMAD. Mahirap mag-sustain ng fasting. Kung panay carbs kayo, there are so many pastries and biscuits and cookies in Japan. But good thing, since we were into low carb, they never interest us. So wala kaming pakialam sa mga pastries na yon, and all of those snacks na high carb. We just focus on ano yung focus natin? Meat, meat, meat. And sometimes seafood, eggs, and vegetables, but mostly meat. And if ever you eat, you might want to look at the best yakiniku or shabu-shabu na buffet, yung unlimited in where you are, because even if it may sound a little expensive, but if you are doing OMAD or TMAD, sulit na sulit. Kasi if you buy just a la carte, usually yung bill ninyo is usually way more than the ones in buffet. Mapaparami talaga, especially if you are on low carb. So I think for low carbers, sobrang sulit kapag kayo ay nag-buffet here in Japan. Either yakiniku, kung gusto niyo ng mga grilled, or shabu-shabu, kung gusto niyo naman ng merong sabaw. So I cannot decide which one is the best because they both have the best Japan beef. So Wagyu beef, sobrang sarap talaga. Omi beef, Kobe beef, those are the best beef here. And of course, when you take photos, take some time taking photos, pero don't let taking photos be the whole time that you are traveling. Savor each moment and just have those photos as souvenirs. In that way, you can enjoy and look back later on your Japan trip, knowing na nag-enjoy kayo sa every moment of the way. So those are our LCF Save Up tips for Japan. I hope you learned something today. And some of our photos are in our page. I will share this with you para makita ninyo if you wish to see some of the photos, some of the places that we went. Yan. Pwede nyo i-follow yung One True Love, Mr. and Mrs. Tan. Okay? So these are just our photo and video galleries of our travels and trips. So yan, in Universal Studios, in Showa Park. Yan, it's autumn. Yan, sa mga train stations, in Disney Sea. And this one is ibang lugar din. Mostly just Japan. Iba't ibang area. This one is in Kyoto. This one also in Kyoto. Yan. And this one is in Osaka. Yeah, this one is also in Osaka. So yan, those are the many trips. This one is in Hiroshima. At marami pang iba. So mga temples in Japan and many more. So those are the ulan nabasa kami sa ulan. This is in Mount Fuji. So thank you so much also, especially to our friend Chloe for helping us, and also to Tita Shorty for meeting us yesterday and for the pasalubong. So that's it, guys. Maraming salamat. I hope to see you soon. And of course, on Tuesday, November 29, LCF Boracay Meet and Greet. Yan, from the cold, let's go to somewhere warm. Magpainit na naman tayo para matunaw yung mga yelo na namuo sa ating katawan dito in Japan, because it's starting to get really cold, nearing winter na, and we will savor the warmth of Philippines in Boracay. So this is for our Visayas Meet and Greet, LCF Boracay Meet and Greet on November 29, 2022. And for our Luzon, Metro Manila meet and greet on December 4, 2022 sa LCF Center Ortigas po yan for our Christmas get-together. And of course, on December 22, yan, sa Davao tayo. So sa lahat na nasa Mindanao, if you can meet with me sa Davao on December 22, 2022, just message our admins at 0917-993-1239. For those naman na nangangailangan ng consultations and face-to-face coaching in our LCF Center, just message Rochelle po in these numbers para ma-schedule kayo. And of course, always, parating na ang holidays and Christmas, remember to still stick to the safe list. At most, caution list na hindi insulin spiking, hindi inflammatory, and take them in moderation with caution. But generally, as a rule, stick to the safe list and make the intake of caution list exemption kung pwedeng, kung hindi man pwedeng totaling iwasan. Okay? And for those who wish to be guided, I hope to see you in our LCF Masterclass by yours truly. And tomorrow, Q&A tayo sa ating LCF Masterclass. Tapos na po yung ating 12 diseases, so you can enjoy and enroll all of those learning programs. So 12 disease, hypertension, diabetes, fatty liver, PCOS, cancers, tumors, GERD, at marami pang iba. Mental health and longevity, yun po yung last natin. And don't worry, it's ongoing po. Patuloy lang ito. So you can now enjoy them and watch them on demand if gusto ninyo. Just message our admins para ma-accommodate kayo, and so you can still join our Q&A because our live Q&A will only be until this year. So although all of the learnings usually nakuha naman, in fact, yung mga kwentuhan nga namin in every Sunday sa ating LCF Masterclass community, kumukonti na lang, halos wala nang masyadong questions because almost everything were already answered. We're just happy na meaning nito, marami talaga ang natututo na at marami na rin yung gumaling. So it's more on getting to know each other more and savoring the community, enjoying everybody, na alam natin na we are in this together. So thank you so much, everybody. Maraming salamat. And of course, lastly, for those who want to go to our or attend our 2-hour diabetes type 2 intensive course, it's still available po this coming December 6, 2022. So it's a live webinar with replay. Kung meron kayong questions specifically on your diabetes or your loved one's diabetes, we will answer that one. It's available both in English and in Filipino. So I hope you can have that one. Maraming salamat po. And I hope to see you all again next time. And of course, thank you to everyone who is supporting our community, our LCF community, to help many others survive and thrive in this way of life. So that's all for today, guys. Maraming salamat. I'll see you again soon. See you in the Philippines. Stay low carb, stay safe. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you can see more contents in our YouTube and Facebook channels at Dr. Josephine Grace Rojo and Dr. Josephine Grace Rojo Tan, respectively. For those who wish to be guided, we have an ongoing structured learning program where we will teach you how to adapt a low-carb and fasting lifestyle for healing specific modern-day lifestyle diseases like diabetes, hypertension, cancer, fatty liver, PCOS, GERD, and many more. You can send an email to our admins or send a DM in our inbox. I hope to see you all there. Thank you so much. Stay low-carb, stay safe. Bye! Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you can see more contents in our YouTube and Facebook channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you can see more contents in our YouTube and Facebook channels at Dr. Josephine Grace Rojo and Dr. Josephine Grace Rojo Tan, respectively. For those who wish to be guided, we have an ongoing structured learning program where we will teach you how to adapt
a low-carb and fasting lifestyle for healing specific modern-day lifestyle diseases like diabetes, hypertension, cancer, fatty liver, PCOS, GERD, and many more. You can send an email to our admins or send a DM in our inbox. I hope to see you all there. Thank you so much. Stay low carb, stay safe. Bye.